Danny, 2 tough games just gone, and although Crawley haven't had the plaudits that Stockport and Wrexham have got, just as difficult game.
Yeah, I think a really tough game for us, a game that we're looking forward to. A lot of respect for Crawley in the season that they've had. I think Scott Lindsay and Jamie Day have done a magnificent job. I think they've recruited really well in the summer, have clarity over how they want to play, recruited players that are aligned to that way of playing, and of course as a consequence of being able to be really consistent over a long period, and certainly up until Tuesday probably the form team in the division, and a game that, yeah, for us a brilliant challenge. Obviously the disappointment of the last 2 games in terms of the outcome, but I think we take a lot of confidence in terms of the way that we played in both games, and yeah, we're looking forward to Saturday.
And I presume you'll be wanting those same kind of performance levels, not just on Saturday but for the rest of the season, because we've gone toe to toe with the top 2 clubs in the division.
Yeah, I think for us, 16 days left of our season, 5 games, everything to play for, just the most exciting period I think of our careers really. I've been lucky enough to be involved in some really big games and big kind of periods, I suppose, leading up to promotions. We also lived the relegation battle at Huddersfield when we took over there kind of mid-season. So lived both. It feels a really important stage in the season and of course our careers, and yeah, this is what we live for. And yeah, we were proud of the efforts of the players on Tuesday night. I think, you know, we're disappointed that we maybe made 2 technical errors that have cost us at both ends of the pitch, but mistakes will happen. Football is a game littered by mistakes. Sometimes the biggest mistake you can make in football, and probably life in general, is trying not to make a mistake. So we're not scared of that. I think they don't define you. What does define you is the way that you respond. And the players, particularly after conceding the first goal in the manner that we did, showed a huge amount of fortitude, a huge amount of character, and really stood up. And I was really proud of that. I think the supporters, you know, you could see by their response, they were really proud of that. And they now see a team that is fighting, that is giving their all for the cause.
And they can play their part on Saturday, certainly, with almost 1,000 going down to Crawley.
Yeah, that is just incredible. You know, for the team to be in the position that they're in, and for over 1,000 people to give up their Saturday after working all week, to come and get behind the players is just a remarkable effort, and something that doesn't go unrecognised by us at this football club. We're really privileged to be in the position that we're in, to wake up every day to do something that we know means so much to so many people. And yeah, for us now, with the 5 games coming in what will just be 14 days by the time we get to Saturday, yeah, everybody that has Colchester United in their heart, just to find a way of getting to the games and getting behind the boys, because they can be the difference. I know this. The supporters, yeah, they play such a pivotal role between now and the end of the season, and we know how important this period is in the history of this football club, and we have to make sure that everybody connected with this club, everybody that has a love for this club, does all they can in this next period to ensure that we can have brighter tomorrows.
Yeah, and you'll be able to tell us, how important is it that it's all still in our hands rather than reliance on what other people do?
Yeah, I think for us, we are totally focused on our performance and trying to get the process right. So the process of recovery, the process of preparation, the process of our performance. And yeah, since we've been at the club 14 games now, I think we've had a real consistency in terms of that. And I think we've actually performed really consistently. Even when we've come up short in games, it's been late on and just by the odd goal. And we've been able to find a real consistent level of performance. And what we have to do is, you know, off the back of the disappointment of losing on Saturday and Tuesday, even though we played really, really well, this is not a time to get disappointed. We have to take the confidence and draw the confidence from the level of performance. Because for 60 minutes against Wrexham, we were the better team, significantly the better team. And then on Tuesday against the best team in the division. We went toe to toe with them and took them all the way, and you know, in the second half dominated the ball in the attacking half. So there's a lot to take. Although we didn't take points, there's a lot to take in terms of confidence from those games, and we have a real belief amongst us. We've got good players here, and we're becoming a good team. But we have to show that, and we now have 5 games in the very best circumstance, with so much to play for, without the club and our lives depending on it. And this is going to be such a fun period, and we're going to learn so much about ourselves, and we will come out of it as much stronger people and as a much stronger club. I truly believe that. Yeah,
and I mean, you talked there about recovering and going again. In an unusual scenario at the end of the season where it's usually Saturday, we're playing Saturday, Tuesday. How important are your support staff, the nutritionists and the sports scientists in helping you put out an 11 that you know are going to be right up there in terms of fitness?
Yeah, I think you can't underestimate the role that these guys play. The team behind the team, we call them, and they are so pivotal because the games are coming thick and fast, and it's going to be physically and mentally really, really demanding for the players, and they have such a role to play to try to help and support them. And people like Hayden, people like George are fantastic members of staff and fantastic colleagues, and we're so blessed at this football club. I named just 2, but we have such a support team, and also from the local universities we have a lot of interns that come in and that are living their first experiences in professional football, but they bring an energy and enthusiasm and new ideas. So we have a really good team behind the team, and the players are very, very fortunate to have the support that they have. And for me, football is always a privilege. It's a blessing to be a professional footballer and to do something that you love, and everybody loves playing matches. You ask the players, particularly in April, the business end of the season, would you rather be playing Saturday to Saturday and training through the week, or would you rather just be focused 3 games a week and just game? And I know for a fact that they will choose the game route rather than the training one. So no, we're in a good position. We're full of energy, we're full of enthusiasm, we're ready to tackle the challenges that come, and we're going to give this absolutely everything that we've got.